When my best friend and I went back in time to track down the wisest man who ever lived, we only did it so he could be rich and famous. It all started when we arrived back at school on the first day after the Easter holiday. We were fresh off the plane from a 2-week language school in the Alban Hills outside Rome and had taken an Uber straight from the airport. As we came into the school cafeteria halfway through lunch, everybody fell silent and looked in our direction with admiring whispers and nudges. Having been a nerdy geek all my life, I naturally assumed it was for someone else. I turned round to see if some superstar had come in behind us, but it was just the two of us, me and Dinu. I raised my eyes at Dinu. He's a big Romanian kid who used to be a bit of a bully. Now he's my best mate. "What's going on?" he asked me in ancient Greek, the language we'd been studying intensively for the past fortnight. "Is it because we're in ordinary clothes?" "I don't think so," I replied. "Maybe they found out what we did at the beginning of the year?" "No way," he said. "And it wouldn't impress them even if they knew." "You're probably right." As I helped myself to mac and cheese with green beans, I studied Dinu, who was going for a baked potato with all the trimmings. He looked good. The Italian sun had lightened his hair from butter blonde to lemon blonde. His white T-shirt showed off a good tan and nice muscle definition. Maybe they're staring because we look good. Dinu puffed out his chest. "I look good, you mean?" He gave me a teasing grin. "You only look good to people with no dentists or proper doctors." I sighed. Dinu was right. Sure, I have good teeth, clear skin and shiny hair, but so does practically everybody else in 21st century London. I'm the smallest kid in my year group and have the voice of a choir boy. Even my Roman suntan couldn't make me cool. So why the admiring looks? Dinu and I set off for the table at the far end of the cafeteria where our friends from Latin Club usually sat. Everyone was beaming at us, from the big Year 12 football players to the woke kids in Year 10 to the little Year 7 environmentalists. Even the mean girls in Year 8 looked interested. "Why is everyone smiling at us?" asked Dinu, still speaking ancient Greek. "Uden oida," I replied. I know nothing. "Dinu, Alex, come sit," called one of the mean girls. Her name was Chastity. Her dad was a pop star who didn't believe in private education, and she was the prettiest, meanest girl at Wandsworth Academy. She had blue dip-dyed hair and a butterfly tattoo on her neck. Yep, a real tattoo. Even the teachers were afraid of her. I slowed down. "Want to sit with them?" "I guess," Dinu replied. I let him sit next to Chastity, and I put my tray of food next to Kiana's. Kiana is half Jamaican with tight black curls, tawny skin and golden eyes. She's what my gran would call petite, which is French for small but perfectly formed. "What language are you two guys speaking?" asked Chastity, running her hand through her blue-tipped hair. Ancient Greek," I said. "We've just been on an intensive course in a palazzo outside Rome." I braced myself for mocking laughter. Instead, the third girl, Maud, sighed, "Oh, I love the way you say palazzo." "It's Italian for palace," I said. My voice came out squeakier than I would have liked, but none of them seemed to notice. I babbled on. "It was this mansion with frescoes on the walls and massive formal gardens and a view of Rome." Chastity leaned forward. "Is it true that you were being sponsored by Manasoft Games?" "Just for commenting on YouTube," added Kiana. "Yes." Dinu looked pleased. "We posted a walkthrough of their latest platform game and they liked it, so now we're consultants." "Manasoft Games are the coolest," said Maud. The pink tips on her hair matched the colour of her lips. "You like computer games set in the ancient world?" I said, frozen with a forkful of pasta halfway to my mouth. "Duh," said Chastity, and Maud said, "Obs." "Then you might like to know," said Dinu importantly, "that we're consulting with them on the next game too. It's set in ancient Athens. That's why they sent us to Italy, to learn ancient Greek." "I thought they spoke Latin in Italy," said Maud. "No, Italian," said Chastity. "Latin's a dead language." I had to pinch myself. The coolest girls in our year group were discussing ancient Greek and Latin. In my mind, I was screaming, what on earth happened in the 2 weeks we were off-grid?